Our first topic of today has to do with the fact that this downward spiral, and maybe a rabbit hole is a more appropriate expression. This rabbit hole of Social Security fraud is way deeper than we first thought. We have that Michelle King, the acting head of the Social Security Administration, has resigned after a dispute with Dodge staff, the Department of Government Efficiency, as per the New York Post. Yesterday, Elon Musk revealed there were nearly 20 million dead people on the Social Security database. Now, we still don't know, we still have no confirmation. This is important, do not freak out. We don't have confirmation that 20 million people, dead people, were actually cashing in checks, but we don't have confirmation that they weren't either. So that still has to be confirmed. So yes, as shown for us comments, 20 million dead people were receiving Social Security payments, and there are people who don't want that to stop. What? That is something that is odd. Again, we don't have actual confirmation of that. But the fact that there are so many liberals, Democrats, you name them, blue voters that don't want any of this be exposed. They don't want Elon Musk rummaging through any of this. And we are not only talking about the government. We don't not talking only about officials or people who could be invested in this. No, we are talking about regular people, taxpayers, who don't want this to be happening, who are apparently okay with their hard-earned money paid in taxes going to other countries and paying for these absurd initiatives in other countries. I don't understand how that works. This Drano, this woman needs to be investigated for fraud. She paid Social Security benefits to more than 16 million people listed as being over 100 years old. And there's one thing that, again, we don't have the confirmation, but at the same time, there is no this feedback between the Treasury, the ones who write the checks, and the Social Security system as to, you don't have to write these checks, because the problem is, if you look at the database of Social Security numbers, the database, it's like it already states that these people are not dead. And you can imagine that for a system to be efficient, if a person is not dead, then the check is going to be issued. And if the checks are issued and someone cashes them some way, you know that, well, there are always ways to cash in checks. Then is this really happening? Let's see, who were these payments actually going to? Connected insiders? There's a lot that we have to find out. And, well, remember that Elon Musk said the real reason so many Democrats are upset about entitlements, Social Security, medical, etc., fraud investigations, is that they are using your taxpayer money as handouts to attract and retain illegal immigrants, their future voters. That's what it's all about, the truth. And George, behind the tweet, says, holy moly, Stephen Miller just confirmed that foreign fraud rings have been using fake Social Security numbers and identities to steal billions of taxpayer benefits through the IRS. So we already know that Dodge has been inside the IRS for, 5 days now? They entered the building on Friday. They have been checking all the connections. It's not easy because it's a huge system. And the most important thing is that they have to make some kind of roadmap of where all the data comes and goes, and where all the money comes and goes. That couldn't be easy because it's like a mess of metaphorical cables. Miller confirmed Dodge is about to gather the records. Let's watch this video in all cases. Watch this video and listen for ourselves.
What are the plans to do so if those records are obtained?
Well,
as we know, there's a massive amount of fraud in this country. You have, for example, foreign fraud rings. These are foreign nationals who come into the United States. They use fake Social Security numbers. They use fake identities to steal billions in taxpayer benefits.
Now, my first question is like, because, well, we have that in Venezuela. If Venezuela is like, welcome, the song Welcome to the Jungle. If you got the money, honey, we got your disease or your ID or whatever you need. That's Venezuela. That's one of the perks of living in a very corrupt country. But my question is, in the United States, being a high trust society, how do you get fake Social Security numbers? How do you get that? I mean, that should be bulletproof. That should be idiot-proof. That should be fraud-proof, but it seems that it isn't.
There's no way to know until Doge gains full access exactly how much money we're talking about. But over a 10-year normal budget window, you could be talking about saving over $1 trillion by clamping down on massive fraud in our tax and entitlement systems, including, again, those carried out by organized fraud and theft rings. A very important point in all of this is to understand that Doge are subordinate staffers of the federal government. They are political appointees, just like me, just like everyone else in the White House, that serve and answer to the president. So we're not talking about an outside private entity.
It's important that people are saying, oh, they are getting access to our data. They are about to do all this shenanigans. And Elon Musk has said, if I wanted to do anything with your private data or your banking data or anything of their data, I would have done that when he was one of the heads at PayPal. You know that he was one of the ones with Peter Thiel who, well, helped, let's say, he did not actually create PayPal, but he was one of the who worked most of that. So claiming that he's out for your data is a bit asinine. That is the main attack that his detractors are trying. Oh, and that he's like just a private citizen, that he doesn't have any kind of clearance. He's like a contractor. He's like he's essentially doing the job that the Trump government is telling him to do, and he's doing it well. And the issue is that no, all these liberals are complaining, and we are going to see one of the most baffling examples of that complaining.
We're talking about the existing federal staff of the federal government performing their statutory and constitutional duty.
So they're just doing their job. This is a thing that most people fail to understand. Data Republican, small r, I have told you to follow Data Republican if you want to follow closely all the map of where the money is going. Data Republican already made a nice map of USAID, all the grants and where the money was coming from and going to, and even we got all that map going all the way out to Archwell, Harry and Meghan's Archwell. And Data Republican says, of course, the Social Security database can be fixed. In the private sector, handling payments at this scale is a solved problem. Managing 100 million records is not a significant challenge from a computer science perspective. It's just a database. Just a database. You just have to wait until you update all the database, which is rather quick. The real issue is a lack of willingness to take action, and this was in reply to Susan from Kansas. After all is said and done, I am not exactly sure how to word this, but can he fix it, straighten it out? It's just to, well, check that how many people over 120 years old are actually alive, which shouldn't be easy, shouldn't be hard to find, or confirm. And then you can clean up the database from that on. I think that the cutoff of 120 years old is a very solid one. It's a very easy one because I don't think that there are many people that live to 120 years old. So you can just cut whatever is from 120. That's like 20 million people. 20 million people in excess. But what else do we have? Dodge just revealed the government sent $4.7 trillion with a T, trillion, 4.7 trillion in untraceable payments. untraceable. You cannot trace these payments for some reason. But the Treasury access symbol TAS is in the identification code linking a Treasury payment to a budget line item, standard financial process. In the federal government, the TAS field was optional, so you can have it or not have it either, for 4.7 trillion in payments, and was often left blank, making traceability almost impossible. As of Saturday, this is now a required field, increasing insight into where the money is actually going. Thanks to U.S. Treasury for the great work. So this, as I'm telling you, this has to be, it's not only Dodge who is doing this. Dodge is pointing out the flaws in the system and the connections to our other systems, in this case from the Social Security system to the Treasury, and the Treasury are making the necessary adjustments. But until somebody came and actually did this, like this was not to happen. So you can imagine the amount of money that the system was bleeding. And you remember who was in charge the last 4 years? We have a new video about the one who was in charge in the last 4 years, and this is not good. I sometimes wonder, what if Biden was president right now? Not even Kamala Harris, but Biden right now. There's this video, and I am going to disregard what they are saying. Just look at Biden's face, and you tell me if this man of meds could have been able to, run the country for 4 more years.
Oh my God, my Shayla. My Shayla.
You see, this is the sound, the background sound is a joke, but you see Joe's face, and you see that he's completely lost. He is not there. You see that he's got that face that, hey, Joe, where's Jill, by the way? If Jill is not there, you don't have to be an expert in body language to realize that this guy is not there. He's not there. Joe, it's time to retire. It's nice to know that you're eating ice cream, that you pardon your whole family, that you pardon all these criminals. That is nice. Please retire. We're expecting for all the expose anytime soon, and that is going to be great when you and your whole criminal family are exposed. But though I don't think that he will be there, if you know what I mean, to realize what is about to go on. But in the rest of the stuff that we got, and people are talking about free speech, and people are talking how Trump is handling all this free speech, not only with the adjustment of Dodge, what Dodge is doing to the budget, but what J.D. Vance has been doing on a worldwide scale. And you know that Vance's speech to the European Union and the UK did not say it as well. And you get this. This Mark Caputo says President Trump's decision to limit AP reporters' access is a much fight over the Gulf of America as it a protest of what White House advisors says is years of liberal war choices that AP's influential style book has spread across mainstream media. So they are claiming that banning AP from the press room is banning free speech. And this Mehdi Hassan, I'm going to have a word about Mehdi Hassan in a minute. Hey, J.D. Vance, I know you're busy lecturing the Europeans on free speech, but have you seen this? And J.D. Vance made a comeback, a savage comeback that has more than 30 million views on X. Yes, dummy. I think there's a difference between not giving a reporter a seat in the White House press briefing room and jailing people for dissenting views. The latter is a threat to free speech. The former is not. Hope that helps. Now, that was absolutely savage. And, we already know that Mehdi Hassan is, a piece of shit. It's not all the way because he tweeted this. Make American planes, let's say, not fly properly again. and he deleted that. You know that there was this was a small plane crash at Georgia's Capital Airport. We also have the Toronto Airport crash, but for some reason he tweeted this, and he tried to be edgy, and he deleted that. What we know now, we know that the guy is a complete piece of shit. And regarding the people that are exposing themselves to all this, you know that yesterday I talked about Lindy Lee, and I was attacked by some users on X. Oh, but you know that Lindy, she helped expose Biden's decline. You know, the decline that we saw. She helped expose Biden's decline. How can you call her a grifter? She's a grifter. She's a political wine vein, and people were sending me to this video with the Sean Ryan show from February 6th, and like, oh, that she helped leak all the the Biden the decline of Biden's cognitive abilities, and I say, how can these people be so daft? How can these people not be able to make the easiest X search? Because I asked these people who were defending her, oh, you know that she helped expose Biden's dementia. All right. Well, please provide me the screenshots. Hello? Nobody could. But I did. I said, well, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to do their homework. And I found one tweet of Lindy Lee talking about cognitive decline. But the tweet was this, and I'm going to read it out loud so you can understand the kind of grifter and the kind of people that are defending her, and the conservatives who are retarded enough to give her a platform. She tweeted on March 3rd, 2024, March 2024, she tweeted this. Did the media slam Trump for confusing Obama with Biden again? No. Did they demand answers for Trump's cognitive decline and brain short-circuiting? No. She's saying that it's Trump who is the one who with cognitive decline. Did they note how Trump keeps underperforming polls? No. And this is the best part. Did they point out Biden keeps overperforming? Biden keeps overperforming. As late as March 2024, this lady that claims that she was the one who broke out the news that Biden had dementia, in March, she said that Biden was overperforming, that he was in top notch, that Trump was the one who had cognitive decline. Media, you are failing us. This is your current conservative queen, you're fools. You're falling for this. This is sad. This is sad. That's why my common sense crusaders come to my show so I can show you the real grifters, so that I can show you the real facts. None of this is made up by yours truly. I'm just showing you the receipts, and I'm just showing you the dates so you can, reach your conclusions for yourself. How these conservatives are making a fool of themselves. So I think Dodge should also clean up the imbecility of all these people, but I think that is a major overtaken, I don't know, job. It's way too big. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments.